tropical update as of 6:30 a.m. PST, September 3rd. Lorena is now a hurricane. Um, it's moving northwest at 320 degrees at 15 miles per hour. Has 990 millibar pressure. Has 75-mile-per-hour winds. It's tropical storm warning is in effect for the west coast of Baja California, surf from Santa Fe to Cabo San Elizo. We can show you the satellite images of this morning of our hurricane. It has a CDO. Um, yeah, but really, you don't see an evil eye. But recon will go in today, and as of earlier this morning, let's take a look on what they were saying. Radar actually showed that Iowa wrapped 50 to 70% of the way around the center. Satellite estimates are now in the 55 to 65 range. So they went with 65 knots. Rapid certification, steady certification, and likely during the next 24 hours, all the forecast peak the 85 knots is above the upper edge of the tinted guidance. Um, So yeah, it was 85 knots by 24 hours, and it will weaken potentially back to a tropical storm by 60 hours. Um, let's look at the track. As you can see, it moves north-northwestward, then northward by as you get into Thursday, then northeastward Friday morning, making landfall as a tropical storm on the Baja California, then a tropical storm depression as you move into the Gulf of California. It's moving northwest at 15 miles per hour. Um, which is in line with the models, as you can see. Um, yeah, pretty solid support for landfall around 60 to 72 hours. Here's the GEFS. As you can see, it has about 12 to 24 hours of strengthening. Actually, the guidance is actually lower than it was, as the NAC pointed out. I think probably 85 knots is about the height of what this system gets. But we'll have to see. Next, we're going to go look at the Kiko, which, let's be honest, I mean, it's a very powerful system. A lot of DeFi looking good. Probably heading straight to major. Um, they say it has 90 knot winds. I think it's already 95 to 100 knots based on that satellite. Um, it's moving westward 7 miles per hour. And the models move it more and more west-northwest to northwest after about 72 to 96 hours. And it's pretty much directed at Hawaii. I mean, GFS maintains this idea. I'd seriously be getting ready for maybe a tropical storm for Hawaii. But conditions will become less favorable after about 60 hours, so weakening is pretty likely. Drier air, a little bit more shear, I mean, stuff like that. Let's take a look at Kiko's track. exactly in line with those models. Um, yeah, now onto the Atlantic system, and the GEFS of this morning continues. It's actually northward of ZLZ because we're definitely going to have a trough, but I think this thing likely forms into a tropical cyclone. Whereas the ECS continues with its northwestern track. And, and here it is this morning. I mean, you got some spin organization right there. Is this system southwest of the Cape Verde Islands? Yeah. Here is 72 hours, 1,400 GFS. Uh, let's go to 126. Yeah, moving west northwestward. Here is the CMC. 1008. There's the other system. Yeah, both systems as you get to 186 on the CMC. GFS 180. Actually, the GFS this morning actually just pretty much dissipates the system, which is interesting. But it tries to reform it as it's moving northward at 204. And pretty much moving northward at this point at 222. Following 6 228 has a system off the Cape Verde, has the system that followed it as an isobar. ECMWF actually has it in the Leeward Islands. Let's see if that's the system. Let's go to 144. Yeah, I mean 989 at 144, 192, at 988. Yeah, I mean it actually makes landfall in Puerto Rico at 240 hours, which let's be honest. I mean, its neighbors actually fought this idea of a more westerly track, while what can I say? I mean, the GFS, on the other hand, shows a much further north track, and I mean, yes, the general model actually keeps it very weak, but there is some models that do make it stronger. So it's a spread thinking. Right now, I think it develops. It probably does become a respectable system, um, but we'll have to see. And after, there could actually be another wave that pretty much follows it. As you can see, models are developing a second low and maybe even a third low behind it. Um, Most likely. Yep. Well, that's your tropical update for the day. Anyways, I mean, we're trying out the OBS, and so we should have more stability in the way we do things. But it's something we're playing with.